Hi, welcome to Culture Shock. Oh, hello. Hey, you're back there. Okay. Welcome to Culture Shock. Hold on. I think we've got another one going. Is this not what working from home is actually all about? This is kind of how it goes. I think we've all had to learn a version of this, but I'm not even going to edit this out because I think this just kind of displays the current version of normal. Children running around while we're trying to record a video. Let's start this again. Hello, welcome to Culture Shock. So, look, this just highlights the thing that I wanted to make, the point I wanted to make in this particular video. We're about 10 days away from the end of lockdown here in South Africa. I don't know where you are elsewhere in the world, but here we should be coming out of lockdown around by the end of April, short of there being an extension, and I haven't heard that there will be one so far. So we need to start thinking about what we're going to do next. And over the last 10 days in particular, I've been having conversations with people about what they plan to do once lockdown ends, what's it going to look like. But now, of course, it's crunch time, so we need to start making some hard decisions and be rather more than just theoretical. It's amazing to me how many people think the end of it is simply going to go back to the way things were. That normal as it is will mean that we all get into our cars and we drive to offices and we 4,000 people in an office block, and we'll go back to being exactly as we were before. I can't imagine why anybody would want that, frankly, and I think that's, even if it does turn out that way, I think we'll have failed. Another version of normal, though, there's a conflicting camp. People think that we found it, that we're all going to work from home because the video conferencing tools, we know that they work now. We've had to work them out. We've worked out how to get clever with them. I'll post a link here to a presentation by a friend and colleague, Rich Mulholland, about precisely how to get clever with them. It's well worth the watch. And we've learned how to collaborate remotely. And we've learned that some of the things that we used to in the office, we don't actually need as much as we used to. And so that's a version of normal as well that some people are touting. Some people are pushing for that one. Frankly, I think that if we go either way, then all we're doing is accepting a flawed system. We failed to learn over the last few weeks. We failed to learn the lessons that have been coming at us hard and fast. If we simply go back to the way things were, or simply just accept that a new form of normal has come down upon us, because both of them are dysfunctional. But there is an amalgamation of these two things, which I think is actually rather good. I think there are benefits to working in an office with people sometimes. I think there are benefits to working from home and getting some stuff done sometimes. And I think what we need to do is we need to get clever about picking when to do these things and what the appropriate mix is actually going to be. Because surely if you're in a sales role or any kind of customer-facing role, getting out in front of customers and, touching elbows, if that's still going to be our thing from now on, then that's something that we should do, especially on that first meeting, especially when we're first getting to know one another. It's important to have this kind of FaceTime. But I can't imagine for the life of me why you would do that on meeting number 3. I can't imagine why you would do that when you can avoid the traffic, avoid the drive, avoid the commute. You can avoid all of that kind of disruption. An hour-long meeting only ever needed to be 30 minutes long, but actually with all the driving on either side and settling in and getting ready and all of that kind of stuff on either side, you lost 3 hours of your day for a half-hour meeting. We don't have to do that anymore. And I think this is the stuff that maybe the kind of normal, the new version of normal that we should be aiming for is a mixture of these two things. Nothing's a zero-sum game. There's no black and white. There are shades of grey in between here. Offices aren't going to go away, and neither should they. Working from home isn't going to go away, and nor should it. Isn't going to go away, rather, and nor should it. But if we can find a way to mix these two things together, then we'll have actually got some practical lessons out of this shutdown, which will make us more efficient, which will make us more creative, I'm sure of it, which will let us have more fun working, which will enable us to, have all the collaboration and friendship and camaraderie that we want, and all the privacy that we need in equal amounts, so that we can actually focus on getting our jobs done in ways that suit us as individuals. We've spoken about this for a while, that we need to manage individuals, not just manage clumps of people. This has been the perfect way to learn how to do that, because we begin to learn what the balance is for individuals. And we know that both ways can work if we want them to. We should strike a balance between them. That should be our new normal. I'm looking forward to that. I look forward to getting out and seeing people. I look forward to meeting people again when I can. I've missed that. But that doesn't mean that's all I'm going to do, not by a long shot. Because part of this kind of works for me, I have to tell you. That's been my food for thought all this week as I've been thinking about what happens. I'm sure it's going to be more and more as the next 10 days unfold. I hope it's food for thought for you as well, and I wish you a very successful week.